Sam, Thinkwater Leeston, it's part of a big group, but you're blindly independent.
Yes, we are. You're right. There's 40 odd stores that are branded Thinkwater, but each one is individually owned and operated. We make our own decisions about the markets and the industry we're in, and it works really well.
So it's really just a franchise?
Yeah, it's a franchise. We've got quite an agricultural base here in Canterbury, whereas other stores around New Zealand or Australia might be more retail, horticulture, viticulture, but for us we're predominantly in that sort of ag market.
So what do you carry? What are your main lines?
We work more in irrigation, centre pivots, bigger pumps, do a lot of dairy shed work, do a lot of work for the council but it's mainly that sort of rural, cropping farmers, dairy farmers, do a lot of lifestyle block type work, repairs, maintenance, servicing, new work, sort of anything that to do with water that's sort of in our general area, we tend to try and help our customers out.
It's a pretty big range. I mean, your staff must be pretty switched on to cover that range.
Yeah, well, we're actually a family business. My father started business 30 odd years ago, and he just started with the need for someone wanted a pump repaired, and he was just sort of on the spot, good timing, and as the area's grown with the demand for water and increased efficiency and irrigation wells, and now schemes coming online, that I suppose we've just adapted and moved with the times, exactly. And in the last five years we've really invested a lot in people and plant and vehicles and that type of thing to just be able to give customers what they're asking.
We've come a long way since your dad was fixing up pumps.
Yeah, we have. He was just out of the back of a van by himself, and now we're 30 odd staff and decent sized premises here with there's sort of 15 odd service vehicles going out every day into the community and helping out local farmers, whether it's project work or servicing or just fixing water jobs. There's a lot going on.
Sam, where are we heading? Because we've come, as I said, a long way in a short time.
Yeah, I think now there's a lot more demand on water efficiency. What the farmer now has to prove that when they're using water, they're using it at the right time. Are the soils capable of handling that water? And we're seeing that. We've got a couple of guys now who are sort of involved in that technology space with soil moisture, variable rate irrigation on pivots, that type of technology which is coming into the business because it's being demanded more from farmers and customers.
And design, that's very important.
Yeah, design. Yep. Yeah, we've got a sort of a dedicated design resource in the business. So that's really important. And as that there's more that sort of project work grows, you need those people to be able to design systems to a good standard and then follow through with the installation.
So whether it's a huge big hectare for pasture or cropping down to somebody who's just got a small block, you can handle it. Yeah, pretty much. Yep, we've got myself, I've been in the business over 15 years with a bit of a break in between, and brother, he's here, he's sort of nearly 20 years, so we've got some really experienced staff who know a lot about the different parts of the industry and what's going on, and some of the new guys we're bringing on are good qualified people who just sort of get the job done. 2 words: efficiency and sustainability.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's interesting because over the years farmers have had to change their systems. What they put in 20 years ago is totally different to what they need to put in now. And it's interesting to see those changes, and you think to the future, well, what's going to replace the modern sort of centre pivot? Is that what it's going to be for the next 30, 40, 50 years? It's hard to know what's on the horizon, but I think those efficiencies or those technologies which added on to existing systems to help them perform better and save costs and be environmentally friendly for a lot of the farmers is paramount.
Sam, we renew our utes because they wear out. We renew all the white wear inside the homestead. Do people renew and update their irrigation systems?
Yeah, they do. I mean, they do get a lot of use, you know, and whether they break down, generally it's a case of, hey, it's got to a point now where I need to actually just replace this because it's costing me too much to keep going, or it's actually physically broken down, I need to replace it, so it just has a natural life cycle in that regard. But some of the pivot type irrigators, it's, you know, it's not a simple thing to pull one down and put a new one back up just for the sake of repair.
It.
Yeah, you know, that's quite a big ask. I think as long as you know, it can be maintained and certain components replaced and repaired, that the moving parts, generally that's probably the best scenario. Making sure that you know, sprinklers are still performing, and pressures and pumps and the system is actually still working correctly. That's probably the most important thing, because they do wear and tear over time.
Hence your 15 service vehicles.
Yeah, and they're doing a range of different stuff. You know, this could be, you know, pulling up someone's pump, you know, on a lifestyle block, but, you know, or it could be, you know, dairy shed maintenance. It could be mainline blowouts. There's, you know, just a raft of different stuff which I really enjoy in the business, finding out from the guys what's going on and what jobs they're doing, and seeing good results coming through from customers. You know, seeing them happy. It's, you know, it's good.